Hey guys, welcome to ASM Track Tips. I'm Andy. Today we're going to AutoBahn Country Club. This track is located in Joliet, Illinois, and there's 3 track configurations. We have AutoBahn North, South, and Full. All right, we are doing the AutoBahn Full Circuit. Long track, 3.5 miles, and lots of corners. So the start finish is on the North Circuit there. And coming down, turn 1 is now wraps around the club member building. This corner is a little tricky because it's blind. The building is right here and you can't see anything around this corner. So kind of knowing the track and the corners in your head, picking up a few reference spots as you take this corner will definitely help. But you'll hit the curbing right here, let the car kind of drift out a little bit, and you'll notice it here how it opens up a little bit, so you can start adding more throttle, and then your second apex point is right there. So coming around into corner 2, early apex, I like the early apex corner 2 and treat this as a V. So early apex, let the car come out to the edge here, and then re-apex again, coming out of 2, and staying to the right to help set up for corner 3, $1 million corner. So staying to the right, carrying as much speed around 3, all the way down to 4, where you'll be a quick hard on the brake, turn in and slowly get back on power. Very fast corner, 100 some mile an hour corner. Coming down to 5 again, quick hard brake, turn in and back on it. Corner 6 is a little bit of a tricky corner. This first corner is not your apex point. This is your apex point. Don't look at this one. Brake deep and towards the edge of the track and turn in, hit that apex. Down into 7, which should be no problem. Staying full throttle there, not lifting. Turn 8, hard on the brake, tuck it in tight. Use all that curbing and make the jump to 9, which is our entry to patience. So coming out of 9, you're going to stay on the very right of the track. You're not going to track out one bit. Stay tight to the right and focus on getting all exit speed out of 10. Carrying all the speed down into turn 11. 11 is a hard brake zone, and use all of this curbing on 11. You can actually get your whole car up on that curbing, and that will help knock off a lot of time keeping that corner not as tight. Turn 12 should be no problem staying flat through there. Down 12, and there's a little bit of a jump here if your car is fast enough. If you have a rear-wheel drive car with a lot of power, be a little careful there. As the car does get light, the rear tires might start to spin and things can get a little hairy there. This is probably one of the more dangerous spots of the track because there's a guardrail all the way along the left side there. So coming into 13, this corner 8, you can carry a lot of momentum. You'll have to obviously use the brakes, but not as much as you think coming into 13. Carry all that speed and carry it all the way through 13, giving up the entrance of 14. Just carry that speed, give up the entrance of 14, and give up the exit of 14 as well to try to gain any speed into 15. So come down into 16, there's a little bump there. Use the second corner as your apex point. Down 16 into 17. A late brake, turn in and stay to the left side of the track. You are trying to set yourself up better for 18, because from 18 on, this should be flat all the way. This is, 19 is really not much of a corner. This is kind of an increasing radius, but from 18 on, all power, all throttle, all the way down, across the start finish. Okay, we are doing AutoBahn Full. This is in my Evo again, around 500 horse on race tires. We're currently on the north track. So last corner of the north track, this is where we are starting the lap of AutoBahn Full. Coming down the straight of the North Circuit, start finish at the flag stand. So corner 1 is blind, goes around the building. You're gonna cut that corner there at that apex, let the car drift a little bit, about halfway, coming back in, entering the front straight of the South Circuit. Coming into corner 2, you're gonna brake, turn in a little early, kind of double apex this. Hit that curbing, let the car push out, and come back in with a short shift right there, setting yourself up for $1 million corner. Down into corner 4, very fast, dab of the brakes, turn in gently, and ease back on throttle. Let the car push right to the edge of the track. 5, again, hard dab of the brakes, turn in, try not to hit that curbing, a little bumpy. Coming into corner 6, late apex. Look at the second curb there, that's your apex point. Flat through 7, shouldn't have any problem, staying flat. Down into 8, hard on the brakes. Turning in, keeping it tight, get that quick jump to corner 9. This is where you enter patience. So you're gonna turn in and stay in, setting yourself up for the exit of 10. Trying to get on throttle and carry all that speed. A few extra mile an hour all the way down this straight really pays dividends. Hard on the brakes of 11, turn in and take all the curbing you can here. And then back on throttle, staying flat around turn 12 there. And up over this hill. If you hit it just right, you'll get a little bit of air. Makes for some cool pictures. Corner 13, very fast. Carry that momentum in, and you can kind of give up some of turn 14 because you're going to just try to stay left and set yourself for 15. 15 is actually pretty quick again. Coming up into 16, a little bump there. Turn in right. Just carry that speed down all the way from 16 into 17 here. One of the longest straights of the North Circuit. 17, hard brake, tuck it in again, hit that curb, and stay left. Try to get yourself set up for the 18-19. Use that first curbing there as your apex point, and this opens up, getting all on power, letting the car push out, down to the start finish. And that's a lap of AutoBahn full. ASM track score, AutoBahn full. Fun factor of 8 out of 10. Reason I like the full track is it's a long track, 2.5+ minutes. So it's very challenging to get every corner down for one whole lap. It's not very repetitive like a short track where you're only seeing 10 corners or whatever. This has probably 20+ corners. So getting everything down just right, making that one perfect lap can be challenging, giving it the fun. Risk factor for AutoBahn full, 5 out of 10. Again, this track is not a lot of stuff to hit, and even the things you can hit are not life-threatening. So 5 out of 10 risk factor. Technicality for AutoBahn full would be an 8 out of 10. Very long track again, so getting every corner down, hitting every apex and brake marker. Challenging because of how many corners you have. Giving it a score of 8 out of 10 as an overall. As I did those scores, I did the scoring on that track about a year or so ago, and since I've been to several new tracks, I went to Barber a couple times and NCM, and those two tracks really get me excited. So as I'm talking about these reviews for this track, I'm not as excited about AutoBahn as I used to be. AutoBahn used to be one of the tracks I'd go to pretty often. It's fairly close to me. So it was one of those kind of personal benchmark tracks that I'd go to every year and keep improving on. So that's probably why I have maybe more of a personal connection with AutoBahn. But probably not as fun as a track as I think. So I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. If you've been to AutoBahn and have done the full track, let me know. Leave a comment below.